on to the Collider Flash Recap Show. We're here to recap episode 12, The Fastlane, or Fastlane, whatever you want to call it. I'm John Rocha here, and I'm joined, as always, by my wonderful co-hosts. We're going to talk about what we like, we're going to talk about what we don't like, and we're going to have some Twitter questions. So, with no further ado, to my left.
David Griffin here. I enjoy life in the Fastlane. I don't see what the big deal is. There's nothing wrong with a little street racing every now and then. Sometimes you just got to get out of your system. You got a street race. Come on now.
Right? And to my right?
Isn't Fastlane a WWE pay-per-view this month?
It is.
Boom.
Wow. Boom.
Anyways, not looking forward to that, but I don't know what's happening with WWE lately. But anyway, yes, I am Kaori Takee. Hi, everybody.
And to the far right, the Wild Man.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me on the show. It's my first time on the Flash show. I drive a 1998 Honda Accord that doesn't go above 80, so that's as fast as I can go in any fast lane.
Macuga?
Yeah.
Don't fail this recap show.
Yeah.
Because he normally does.
Yeah.
Macuga normally does the Arrow recap show.
from the Arrow.
So thanks for joining us tonight, Josh.
Appreciate it. Glad to be here, guys.
I wish we had a better episode to give you, but this was kind of half and half episode, which seems to kind of like be happening every once in a while this season. So I was hoping for something more, but we want to hear your thoughts. David, why don't you start us off? What did you like about the episode?
Zoom.
Okay.
I really enjoyed Zoom. It was great seeing him, even though it was for a split second. I only got him for about a minute. And also, I loved, we talked about this at the end, the character design for Tar Pit. He looked awesome. He looked a lot like Clayface, Batman the Animated Series, one of my favorite shows when I was a little kid. And I loved, he looked just like him, of course, blacker and more like Tar-like. But he looked good, though. I thought it was cool. Special effects were cool, even though I don't think his character was developed as well. I liked the way he looked and all the action sequences. It was great. I don't know. It's weird. This episode, it was tough because it's set up for what's to come.
Right.
Now we know we're going to go to Earth 2. The other thing I loved, how Wells is like, look, that's to you, it's Earth 2. But for me, you're Earth 2.
Right.
It depends on where you're coming from. So I like that too. This episode felt a lot of setup. Yeah. Leading on. There's a lot of things I didn't like about it, but those are a couple things that I liked.
Right. All right.
Yeah, I mean, hopping up on that, I really like the special effects, especially you're seeing more of the Flash with his special effects too, and I thought that was really neat and cool. And I also liked the end where they're telling us we're going to Earth 2. So the best part of the episode was at the end of the episode, and you're like, crap, man. Why couldn't they put that in the middle so we can go to Earth 2 already? Because we don't need to be hearing Iris' sob story for this long, and she's in the hospital, but we'll get there later.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Corey, you start off so nice. And then you're just like, that's how TV works.
Yeah.
They save the best for last so that we tune in next week. Okay? I know you said this wasn't the best episode, and I actually really enjoyed this episode.
Okay. Yeah, that's great, Josh. Go ahead. Tell us why.
I thought, the Tar Pit, when he was Tar Pit, that whole Terminator 2 Judgment Day, melting, coming back up, that was really cool. Yeah. When he wasn't, he just kind of looked like his hair dye was coming down his face a little bit. That was kind of lame. But overall, I loved that we finally got Harrison Wells to admit that he's been working behind the whole team's back. I didn't see that coming. I thought he was going to be, but you saw that this Harrison Wells has a conscience, as last season Earth 1 Harrison Wells did not. Yeah. And I thought the Iris storyline was really cheesy, and I thought the acting in that whole situation, the Tokyo Drift street race.
You didn't like her outfit? Girl's wearing those, showing some legs. Girl showing some legs.
Of course, I liked her outfit. Yeah. There's just something not.
Oh, dear.
There's just something not very sexual about Iris.
Right.
Really? She doesn't really.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I hear that.
What?
Yeah.
I think she's super sexy.
Yeah. See, you also didn't like Patty Spivak. Everybody on this panel
Peace
likes
Spiv.
Patty
I
Spivak.
did not
Spiv.
say I didn't like
Peace
Patty
Spiv.
Spiv. I think they deteriorated her character. She could have been much better.
I like
apologize.
Panda Baker. I just think that Iris is so square. Everything around her is always like, I gotta be I wanted to be my way.
They would have that nice conversation around the
when
dinner
you said
table.
you liked this episode?
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Can we get to that
We're still in the
point?
positives. Yeah, we're in the
Positive.
positives. Right.
No, throwing in a couple of negatives.
I really.
We'll get to that.
Sorry.
He's got a lot to say.
No. I think that we really saw an awesome setup episode here. It ended with we're going to Earth 2. I mean, come on, we've been waiting all season for that.
Right.
So I'm psyched.
Okay. I agree with what you were saying about Wells. I think one of the positives for me was the development of the Wells and Barry relationship in this episode. I thought that was really well done. You do have a different type of Wells. I mean, the fact that he throws erasers at him and all this kind of stuff, like he
Told him to
has
scram.
Yeah, told him to scram, which I haven't heard since the 1950s.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was really
Come
nice.
on, John, scram.
Get out of here, kids. Scram. And so I like all that because it's a different Wells than we had last year. That Wells last year, who was the evil Wells, was like so caring of Barry and all this kind of jazz, and only occasionally would push him and have these weird, like, you've got to win it for the Gipper type speeches at the end in these certain moments that really didn't work, but they just played it off as it did in the show. And this Wells doesn't do that.
Yeah.
And I like that. And it challenges Barry in a whole different way. But Barry seems to always fall into this need to have a new father, like a pseudo father.
Yeah, like he hugged him after they closed
Yeah.
the portals. Like,
That was
You gotta
such a weird
understand that.
reaction.
But his dad,
Yeah, but he already has a dad.
That's the
Joe's
thing.
his
That's
dad.
the issue with the show because it's either
Why did
casting.
the dad
Their
leave?
dad, he's here. He's
Yeah.
alive. He's out in the open.
Yeah,
he
and
can
they,
have a
they
dad.
don't come
Where's
near
his
it.
dad?
No.
But in place of his biological father, he has Joe, who essentially raised him.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's not like he's walking around without a dad. The thing is, he just
He's like
keeps looking for more
literally
dads.
collecting.
He has
Yes, right.
mental
Yeah.
issues, you know? He's
And he
kind
had to visit his dad in the prison, a lot.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
not
I
like,
mean,
I don't think he can have abandonment issues when he
I totally
dumped
get
Patty
it.
Spiv the way he did. Like
no,
that's
I
abandonment.
I totally get why he wants to have
Don't
a
be
father
doing
figure or
Patty
a
Spiv like
couple,
that.
you know?
Yeah.
yeah.
But
get it.
okay, and then the other thing I liked was the Zoom stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That stuff was
I mean,
great.
it was a quick scene. But
yeah, but it was enough to
yeah.
show. Like you thought for a second, Wells was gonna kind of one up Zoom a little bit, and then Zoom turned the corner and just was like. And that's what I like about Zoom. He is dark. He is gonna dark, and they don't spare
He is
any
dark.
expense with making him dark.
No.
The fact that he is going to like torture her until she might be dead, and then start all over again, basically Prometheus torture, I thought was fantastic. It's good stuff.
The Zoom character, I thought when we were first introduced to him on the show, that I wasn't gonna like him. I was like, they're gonna
Really?
they're gonna overplay him. They're gonna make him too dark.
Right.
There's always that thing that they teach you in acting class, like bring out the humanity in the dark thing. But I think that like because he has absolutely no human side to him, that he's just an evil person.
Yeah.
That it really has like. It's awesome.
Yeah.
He may be one note, but that one note is incredible.
Well, the one note has multiple layers, as
Yeah.
you can see, because even in that scene, like I just said, he got caught, and then he was like, "Well, I just tortured it until she's almost dead every day." And you didn't see that coming.
No.
And everything with Zoom is great because it surprises you. Like they save the real darkness for Zoom, and I think it's an effective use of that tool.
Well, they all did share the same color contacts, the big old black pupil ones. Tar, Zoom, and there was another one.
I like the idea of Wells stealing. Like Wells stealing his
That was a cool
super
little
speed.
effect.
That was
Yeah,
really
yeah,
cool
yeah.
to
Special
see that
effects, yeah,
happening. I
yeah.
enjoyed that, and then them discovering it naturally as they would. Like initially, Barry's like, "No, I'm still close. It's not a big deal." And it isn't until Iris gets apparently the glass of death is lodged into her shoulder that we really see the effect of the lower speed, and then having Caitlin.
Dude, that was awesome. this.
Yeah, it was the best.
Yeah.
She's like, anyway, that's
Yeah, it was an interesting reaction.
Do you know what I loved? And I pointed it out, but I don't think anybody really maybe listened to me.
Yeah.
Shocker. That Harrison Wells' hair, like
Yeah.
as the episode went
Yeah.
on, he got more and more angry. His hair got more and more
Yes,
like,
yes, no, I agree.
"Oh, this works up here. Like it's perfectly shaved on top, and then he's just like a bowl of lettuce on top of his
He
head.
just
And
couldn't
it's just like,
increasingly,
I'm not sleeping. I'm not sleeping.
increasingly more mad scientist.
Yeah. I enjoyed that, and I did like the tar pit stuff. I thought that was a nice. You were right. The special effects and what you guys were saying, that was really great.
He
The
was
way
there
it
for
came
2
out.
years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 years trying
That's
to
a long
figure it out.
time.
He could hate though. He couldn't.
Yeah.
He could hate for 2 years.
He could hate.
I'm stuck in this tar.
Why?
He was kind of a forgotten character, essentially.
Yeah, kind of. He was kind of a setup thing.
Yeah.
Villain of the week.
At first,
in
I
the
thought,
worst way.
at first I thought he blew up.
Yeah.
But then he was just underneath the shell, I guess.
Yeah. Which we were thinking because they're killing all the villains this
Might as
year.
well kill him too,
apparently,
right,
so-
yeah.
All right, so let's get some of the stuff we didn't like. Kaori, you want to start us off?
I think I already kind of started talking about it, but
of course
just
you did.
the whole Iris West storyline, including Joe.
You mean this episode, or do you mean overall?
This episode
Okay.
in particular,
Okay.
they didn't showcase it very well, especially along with Joe and Wally, the whole street racing thing, and Iris sitting there looking like a hoe for no reason.
I ain't saying that.
I was a
I
fan
mean-
of that.
I'm staying out of that.
And then we also, her mom just died.
Yeah.
Her mom just died. We got no like.
Off camera.
Yeah, off
We need
camera.
to see that. We need to see that scene.
And
Poor
we'll
Vanessa
just talk about
Williams.
this in passing that
Yeah.
she's dead, and then Wally still fluctuating. I get that they're struggling with relating with each other, but I feel that they can do something much better with having Wally come into the family and evolve, but it's not working right now.
Yeah.
At least for me. So that was my big negative, and also Cisco got kind of. What's up, man?
She was gangster this
Why?
episode.
Cisco did like trend towards gangster for
Yeah.
a bit.
It was weird.
Not even gangster, gangsta.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
gangsta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Was that okay? What about you, Josh?
I'm with Kaori on this one. I thought that, and I mean, I said it already. I think they just underutilize Iris a lot, like especially in this season. I thought that the love interest thing, all that last season worked, but they haven't really given her a storyline this year that has any kind of teeth to it besides the mother thing. And even the mother thing, she was like, "Well, I guess since you're dying, I can be cool now."
Yeah.
Really and truly, that's how they like played it off.
Yeah.
And every time you guys say Vanessa Williams, I think of the
Right. The
Same.
The Vanessa Williams.
Yeah.
Come snap.
Yeah, that's right.
But
I think everyone does.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how they were both able to maintain their names.
Yeah.
Well, one's Vanessa L, right? She's Vanessa
Vanessa-
L.
yeah,
Williams,
yeah.
right? Okay, go ahead.
but the whole
The SAG
like,
thing. The SAG thing.
Yeah,
You can't
yeah.
have the same name.
the whole street racing thing, I get it. Like Wally West is going to be another speedster. He's
Right.
like in speed and he loves going fast and yada yada yada. Who knows how whatever. But I just like street racing. No matter what, it always just comes across as cheesy. It really
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Except
And-
Fast and
Only
Furious.
Fast. They found a way to capitalize on its entertainment
Fast and
value.
Furious. Yeah.
But that was 12, 13 years ago.
Right, 'cause they've
Since
evolved
then,
past that. You're right.
Fast
yeah.
and Furious is now
Right.
an action franchise.
Yeah, right,
It-
yeah.
They're
it's-
superheroes.
Correct.
Yeah.
They
Throwing cars.
Yeah.
got cars across Dubai skyscrapers.
hotels.
Yeah, they're
It's
superheroes, yeah.
ridiculous. This one, I just thought, I just think it's kind of lame. And the fact that they were going to infiltrate it by like, we're going to dress up Iris as a real car slut.
Yeah.
I don't see how that helps the plot line.
I wonder if there's a book at the station where, like, to dress up like
Yeah.
you belong in a street race.
Purple streaks.
Oh, I see. Purple streaks, cut off shorts, fishnets. Got it.
Don't forget Wally West saying he doesn't want to go to therapy. by
Yeah,
looking at him. That was
Wally's
so
like,
uncomfortable.
I don't want to see that. Like, my
Yeah.
sister's naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hinting at incest. Always interesting.
Also, too, one of my issues with that is like everybody's emotions just change so quickly.
Yeah.
Like you have like Wells admitting, first of all, he told Barry he was going to betray him. Then he's like, I took your speed. Then of course, Joe walks perfectly at the same right exact time, punches him in the face. I'm gonna kill him. You better do something else. I'm like, really? Are you gonna kill him?
Yeah.
Really? Did he kill Barry? Did he? I mean, he didn't really affect Iris. Yeah, he was a little bit slower.
Right.
But they didn't kill. I mean, it's like, come on, their emotions change so quickly. I can't read these people.
Joe was basically doing police brutality. I mean, first he punches out Wells with no provocation. The issue is between Barry and him, and then he rolls up on Tar Pit and knocks the crap out of him. And it's like, wait a minute, you're a cop.
Not to
upset.
cross
He's
over
stressed.
here, but
You can't be knocking people out.
he's like Ward in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like he just comes in, just starts haymakering everybody.
Yeah.
Like, who wants a fist in the face?
Ward's not a cop. Ward's a special
I
agent.
know,
He can get away
exactly.
with
Ward's
that
an
shit.
evil
Crap.
guy.
Yeah. It's just so weird to see that because I was like, it was just, that's why I felt the episode was a little half and half because it was like, there were some things that were cool and then some things that were like, what? Why are you doing this? It
Right.
doesn't make any sense. The Joe thing definitely, I mean, and then Iris was violating people's civil rights left and right.
Yeah.
In the name of
So
like,
this is the-
being an investigative reporter.
Yeah, this is the thing. It's like it's just so cliche. You go up to the guy like, I have some dirt on you.
Yeah.
And she pulls out her phone. Oh, by the way, this
Yeah.
is being. Why would you admit this is being recorded?
I
It's like
know.
don't do that.
Well, they did say because she says if they're gonna listen,
Right,
if you
they're-
do anything, then blah
Right.
blah blah.
it's like this is being recorded. It's like you're gonna hold up your phone so you can just take it and just, it's like come on. I just
How is she able to get into any establishment she wants without any problem?
Barry, Cisco, and the Central City PD didn't know where this guy was, and Iris is like, I followed him on Tinder. It's like, how did she find him? No, she's like, you don't need to worry about it because I know exactly where he is. Again, how?
Yes.
Greatest investigator.
Oh, sorry, to give a
reporter
pause real quick.
ever.
I did like Cisco's invention, his social media
Yeah.
invention that he has now, so he can track metahumans throughout the city. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. Yeah.
There's an app for that.
There's an-
Yeah, it's all this kind of stuff. Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah, those were the negatives a
It
lot.
just seems
and-
so convenient.
Yeah.
Right?
Her walking in right when they find
They have
the
to
head
stop
of
that.
the
Like
head
Joe
of
walking right in. It's like it just
Yeah,
feels
yeah.
too. It feels too staged.
a little
It doesn't
too
feel organic.
How can you say it's a little too CW relationship type shows as opposed to a superhero show.
But
And-
CW is very relationshipy.
yeah,
But see,
you
I
can-
feel like The 100. I watched The 100. I'm a huge
Yeah.
fan of The 100. It's my favorite show on the CW. I feel like
Right.
The 100 doesn't do that.
or the originals.
Yeah.
They
I've
did a nice
only
job
seen the
the
first
couple of
season.
You
seasons.
could
Not playing
legit
it that way.
solve this complaint about convenience by just showing text messages. Being like, yo, get
Yeah.
to Star Labs.
Yeah.
Sherlock
Or-
does it. Other shows they do like they'll just show the
Correct,
text
right.
on the
Yeah.
screen and
But here's the deal. I mean, this is standing out because we normally see better episodes.
Yeah.
We normally see the stuff done better on Flash. So it just seemed a little bit wonky. Like I'm not putting the series down or the show down. I love the show.
Yep.
But it just seemed like this episode they were a little tone deaf in some
Yeah.
of their movements or some of those convenient moments where they're happening. And Iris having the whole like having to constantly talk to Wally about like it was so weird how she was
The
like
eighth
let
conversation about the mother.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
let him let Joe and Wally develop their own relationship. Why you got to throw in your
That's
2
all-
cents
yeah, she
and
was-
tell him how to father him? Like
She
it's,
was totally the voice of reason for
Yeah.
Joe,
Like
and it
you-
was just not flying.
right. Like
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Iris. Have you ever raised a male child like, or found a male child 20 years later? Like you've got to figure stuff out as you go along. It's not as simple as like you need to father the hell out of him. And
You know what she needs? She needs a love interest to take her away from
Right.
this whole thing. Sorry.
That's not a bad idea. I mean, I'm sure they're setting that up
Sorry.
eventually.
He looks at me like sorry. It's like,
So I thought you were defending Iris. No.
wow.
And the last thing I hated was that bullet. I mean, that glass. That was just
That
ridiculous.
was a hard piece of glass.
I mean, for her to be in the hospital for 2 days, like she got shot.
She got
I
in
was
the
like, give me-
shoulder, like,
it's-
up here.
I've been shot by a nail. I ain't been in no damn hospital. Like you just pull that thing out, put a little tetanus in. You
That was a pretty thick glass.
shot
though.
something in there.
yeah,
I mean, she didn't need to be in a respirator, but yes, it was some thick glass.
it was. But once she got hit, Flash got her to the hospital within
Maybe it
milliseconds.
hit an artery.
So
Maybe it
it
hit an
wasn't.
artery.
Yeah, okay, well
We
then
didn't see the
explain
blood
that.
gush out. Yeah, we don't.
I'm cool with that if you explain it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show me it was an artery. Show me she was in danger. Show me what happened.
Right.
Then you can get that moment where Wally or Barry rather is really like sad or.
Well,
like
I talked
his
about the
speed.
show a couple weeks ago not earning its moments, like the scene
Yeah.
with Iris in the hospital with Vanessa Williams' character, who's now no longer around, I guess.
Right.
I feel like they didn't earn that scene. You know, there's a lot of emotion, all this heaviness, but we hadn't seen her for about 3 or 4 episodes. And
Right.
they threw her back in there. I feel like this show sometimes skips
Yeah.
key moments where they could really focus on something, and then they don't, and then it's just kind of
And
you're left
instead
with this.
shove a metahuman in
Yeah,
here just to have a
right.
metahuman.
Or it's like, oh, by the way, your
we
mom's
didn't need
your
a
mom's dead.
metahuman in this
yeah,
show.
your mom's dead.
Deleted scene.
Deleted scene.
Available
Yeah. Deleted.
season
We
2 DVD.
We didn't, right?
We did not need
Tar
Tar Pit.
No.
Not at all.
No,
I
we
mean, he offered nothing. Like with Turtle, at least you could say Turtle like was a key for Wells figuring out how to capture
Correct.
Flash's speed.
And Aaron
But with-
Douglas is fantastic.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
yeah.
And but with Tar Pit, there wasn't really much offered to us. You know? It felt like one of the worst Smallville type villains that came in the first the second or third season. Anyway, all right. So is there anything else anybody wants to say about the show?
No.
No? Do we cover it all?
I'm good.
All right, let's jump on the Twitter questions.
Sure.
Remember, when you send us Twitter questions, please put the hashtag #ColliderFlash. We like to tweet about an hour before the show, before we watch the show, and then hopefully you all are paying attention on Twitter and you can send us questions because we love to answer them on the show. Remember that, hashtag #ColliderFlash. Mr. Macuga, wow, man, what's our first
All right,
question?
let's see. The first one comes from @CallMeTopes.
Hello.
How do you think Flash will stop Zoom, or will he be in the next season 2 because he's so powerful?
Ooh.
I think Flash is going to have to team up with even people that he previously had rivalry with.
Do you mean Reverse Flash?
Yeah, possibly. I think that's a very and already with Tom Cavanaugh. Well, yes, Dr. Wells.
yeah, Tom Cavanaugh.
He's got to unite with him.
Yeah.
Who is he's kind of conflicted with. So I think it's going to take more than one Flash or one human being to defeat Zoom. And we also got what's his face, Jay Garrick too. So
Yeah.
Who sometimes shows up and sometimes he doesn't.
Yeah.
If he gets a call, sometimes they don't call him. It's like, he's having fun this week.
he's busy doing Old Spice commercials on the side.
Exactly.
What do you think, David?
Go ahead.
Oh, no, I think.
No.
Oh,
Josh, you want to go ahead, Josh? You want to
no, yeah.
Somebody freaking answer.
No, not to skip around your questions, but I really think Zoom's going to stick around. I hope he sticks around for another season.
Oh, yeah, has to.
I don't want him to, if they do get rid of him, I don't know how he's going to beat him. I think I agree with you, Kaori. He would have to team up. The whole theme of the show is family and friends. You can't do things on your own. We have Legends of Tomorrow, Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, all the Berlanti productions all have a squad. They
Yeah.
all have a team. They all have people they rely on. I think he's going to have to rely on others and maybe people that he's not used to work with. I think Supergirl is going to befriend Bizarro pretty soon, and I think same thing with Barry. He's going to have to take, like Corey said, one of his enemies and make him an ally.
Yeah. What do you think, Josh?
Yeah, I think with Zoom, obviously he can't beat him by himself. I think it's gonna be this is like a cheesy thing. It's like a relay race, right? Where he's got Jay gets his speed back. They figure that out because nobody stops the love between Caitlin and Jay. And then
A portal will.
Reverse Flash comes, and then they somehow Wells and they develop some sort of device where they can confuse Zoom by them all dressing like the Flash, maybe.
Right.
And he's like, which one's which one's like the Cups and the street performers in New York, like the card, catch the card, catch the card. And I think that maybe the finale is that they throw Zoom into another like portal, but they don't actually kill him. They don't actually they try and get him in, but he disappears, leaving us that window open that he can come back.
Well, I think it's.
What do you think, Josh?
I actually think it's going to be. We're going to Earth 2 now. So with going to Earth 2, we'll get to see what kind of a threat Zoom is, and then we might see team ups with Flash's normal enemies, what you would think be enemies on Earth 2. Like he could team up with them on Earth 2 on their own terrain. So Gorilla Grodd's in play now. Like at Gorilla City, like, there's all kinds of people that are in play on Earth too, and we're getting obviously Killer Frost next episode, which is going to be awesome.
Also,
I can't wait for
Deathstorm is
that.
coming.
Yeah, Deathstorm's coming.
Yeah.
So there's going to be people he can team up with against Zoom. So I think they're gonna defeat Zoom. I just don't think they're going to kill Zoom. Right. Zoom has to stay alive, just like Reverse Flash has to stay alive. You know, it's just they're just parts of the mythology of Flash that you cannot erase. Right. It's like killing the Joker. It only happens in the movies. Right. So
Or Arkham Knight.
Or Arkham Knight, right?
But yes.
Sure.
Okay, next one comes from at Micah Elhar 98.
Yeah.
I think that's Micah Elhar. When do you think we will see the first death of a major character in the season, if we will see one at all?
Does Vanessa Williams count? We still didn't see her.
They said major character.
Well, sometimes the sun goes down in June. Sometimes the sun goes on the
Sometimes it snows in
Oh,
April.
I like that there. That's nice. Yeah, that's good.
You never know. I don't think we're going to see a major death.
Yeah,
I
you
really
don't?
Not this season?
Nah.
Okay, you don't think Wells is going to die?
Nah.
No,
two
no.
Wells.
What about good old P. Spiv? Maybe she's at university reading a book, and
She's
then
not gonna die.
Nope, no, not Patty Spiv.
No?
Dare you?
No, I
Why
love
would
Patty.
you want Patty Spiv?
I don't want her to die. I'm just
You
saying.
know Patty Spiv's reputation on this show. Come on.
Not the last week.
Nah.
Yeah. That was, well, she caught him.
What do you guys think?
What do you think, Art?
I think there will be a major main character or secondary character that's going to die this season to give us some sort of shock value, but I can't figure out who.
Who's expendable?
Nobody.
Wells is the only one who's essentially expendable. They've already killed him off once.
But wouldn't it be such a trope if he ended
I
up
could see
sacrificing
Joe.
his life?
I could see
to
Joe.
Save.
Joe?
No.
No way.
No.
You think Joe? Okay,
What is
that's
Joe?
fair. I like
don't.
it.
He's not expendable. I love
yeah.
Joe.
Yeah,
He's
yeah, yeah.
fantastic. He's not expendable.
But
I'm
everyone
saying.
else is like Iris is. Iris
But I
is
think
supposed
Joe
to
would hit the
marry-
team harder than anybody, just because Joe is the father figure for a lot of the characters
It
on
would
that
just be
show.
so tragic if Joe.
It would be awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he holds the glue.
Yeah.
He holds all the characters together, so
Yeah.
I would not.
I'm just
wanna
saying
see
it would be
that
sad.
happen.
Joe is
Well,
the glue.
Yeah.
If
Yes.
you set up Killer Frost, then Caitlin is in play. Caitlin is not normally a good. She's in the Flash universe. She is a villain.
Yeah, she was a little underused this week. She kind of
So-
popped in to say a
Do
few
you-
lines.
So
but
if Caitlin is in
Yeah.
play. I think it might. That's who I would. If I don't think anyone's going to die, but if I would die, my vote is for Caitlin
Do you
because
guys
then
think
you still have
it
her
would be
Killer
something
Frost.
like season 1 where someone dies but then survives again because
Yeah.
of Flash's ability to go back
Could
in
be.
time? You
Could
know.
be.
I mean, that sacrifice with what's his name now, who's on Quantico.
Oh, Eddie Thawne.
Eddie thought,
Yeah.
that was intense. I didn't
Yeah,
see that coming.
yeah,
Him
yeah.
sacrificing himself, you know.
Well, I'm just saying. All right, was that the last one?
No, we got
Okay.
one more.
Okay.
Well, first, this isn't a question. This is from at Bradass TV. He commented on us. So is Iris's piece of glass to the shoulder really bad enough to stay hospitalized?
Yeah, really?
I
And all this,
I know. We were thinking
we
that the whole
covered
time.
that,
So thank you,
I mean,
Bradass TV.
We're all in agreement.
He was milking that injury.
Final question at JT_Shadow35. When do you think Wally West is ever going to get his speed?
But that was an interesting thing tonight. He had that whole conversation about his mom
Speed.
taking him on long drives.
Yeah.
He's just always been obsessed with speed. He wanted to be an astronaut.
Right.
So I guess that was pretty good character. We've been picking on Wally since he showed up. I think that was good character development
No,
tonight.
look,
Yeah.
as soon as he gets rid of the nickname Taillights,
Yeah.
he has
Taillights.
a chance. He has a chance.
That is a CW.
Also
nickname.
love how like the guys watching race car driving when she walks into the office. Like, of course he's watching. Like, you know.
He's
Of
like,
course.
hey,
Anyway, sorry.
cut
I'm
him
off
off.
topic. No
Cut
topic.
him off.
John's going by muffler, right?
Yeah, I'm a
Yeah,
muffler.
yeah.
Exhaust pipes
Corey's
here.
going by dashboard.
I guess I'm exhausted.
Griffin's floor mats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
my windshield.
Your windshield.
I feel like handbrake is better.
Handbrake.
Actually, no, I'm the clutch.
You are the clutch.
Oh,
Yes.
boom.
Yeah. As in the little purse that girls carry.
Oh, got me. What was the question?
What was the question?
When do you think Wally's
When
going to get his
Wally's gonna
speed?
What do you think?
I think it's going to happen towards the end of the season. At the end of the season, I think something's going to happen, another disaster, or maybe in another Earth he'll get it. Not in this Earth necessarily.
What if they take him? He like ends up on Earth 2 or something like you just mentioned. He gets a speed and then defeats Zoom with Flash. Brothers.
That would be cool.
Good. That's good. What do you think, Kaori?
I mean, right now he's such a disappointing character. I can even see them holding off till season 2 for him to get his.
That's my feeling too. I think they're going to wait till season 3, but I think they're going to.
Oh, 3, yes.
They're going to hint at it.
Yeah.
At the end of the season. And but Macuga, your theory.
I feel like it could be finale.
Yeah, your theory is in play. I think that's certainly possible, and it's a way for them to avoid working with a villain necessarily. He'd be working with a new, and then but then you turn him into a mentor, right? Or unless you're leaving Wally on Earth 2, which is certainly possible. But then Jay Garrick's his mentor, so it's interesting. It's interesting what they have to play with.
I like Macuga's like he looks like a kid in the candy shop talking about the Flash. He's like, it's gonna be about in the finale.
He's pumped.
That's because he
Thanks for
knows.
coming by.
Yeah, you're right.
He knows
Quality guys. This
which
so
is the
fun.
better recap show. He knows. Well, thanks everybody for those Twitter questions. Like we said, please keep them coming when we watch the shows. Please do the hashtag #ColliderFlash. We love hearing from you and we love answering your questions. That's the show for tonight. Let's tell everybody what our social medias are. Let's go around the table. David, please start.
I'm at Griffin DE. You can find me there 24/7. Nowhere else to be found on the web. I'm elusive. Also here on Star Wars Rebels recap and Supergirl this
my
week
God.
with Kaorius.
Whoa,
I mean,
whoa.
And
That was a pretty good outro.
wasn't
if
I
do
in
say
that
so
episode
myself.
too?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And moi.
To the right here.
Yes, you can find me at right down there, KAORIOUS, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere, anywhere. And I don't know what is happening, but yes, moi or them. I Kaorius.
Well, man.
Yeah, you guys can find me at Josh Macuga, Twitter and Instagram, on Earth 2 as well, at Josh Macuga on Twitter and Instagram. And my show, Between the Sheets, youtube.com/BetweenTheSheetsTV, and as well as here on Collider, the Arrow recap show, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., as well as The Walking Dead.
Yeah. Josh, thanks for joining us this week.
Oh, thanks for having me. I love
Yeah, that was
it.
great.
You guys
Yeah.
are fun.
It was a good time. It was a good time. I'm John Rocha. You can find me at The Rocha Says. That's my homage to The Rock. Please download, if you like movies, I'm trying to push the Top 10 show, which is on the Schmoes Know YouTube podcast network. We had 12,000 downloads last week, so people are liking our stuff.
Wow.
So we released 4 recap and reviews last week, plus a show. So give us a look. The Top 10 show, it's on YouTube or on iTunes under the Schmoes Know YouTube podcast banner. All right, thanks everybody for listening, and we'll see you all next week with a new episode, because we're going to Earth 2.